Traders, Magic Trader here. I just got an email from a student and I wanted to read it in case there are any other students out there that felt they needed a little bit more guidance. So it says, "Hi, it's from Emmanuel. Hi, please, I am a student and I joined a few weeks ago. Please, I work full time and I really never get the time to join the live sessions or even the classroom sessions. I've started watching the recorded videos and I am taking it one step at a time as I don't want to miss anything. But I want to know, once I start doing the homework, how will I be helped in reviewing it? And is there any help for people like me? I work full time and I only get the time to watch the videos on the weekends. Please, how can I benefit like others? I have joined so many courses previously and they are nothing compared to yours. Just viewing your videos has opened my eyes on so many things and I can see myself benefiting a lot from your academy. Please advise me on anything, any strategy that you can think of to benefit, that I can use to benefit from this course. Thank you very much and may God bless you for the work, for the good work." So first of all, thanks Emmanuel for the kind email. So I will say this. We have students here who have joined and they have all different types of schedules. All right? Your schedule, your life, how you live it, everything's going to be different depending on where you live, who you are, what you do. Some people have time to work, some people don't. Some people like you only have time on the weekends. So here at the school, it doesn't matter what your schedule is, all right? If you have the opportunity to review the classroom sessions on your own time, that's all that's required. Now remember, I've made it so that level 1 classes happen every second week, all right? So, for instance, the 17th here, this was our last class. You have 2 weeks until our next class. That means 2 weeks to review the homework, complete the homework, and email the homework to us. All right? Now, if you want your homework reviewed, just put it in in the email. Listen, I've been going through. I seem to have an issue with drawing zones, and I want you to review my chart and my zone specifically in the next class. All right? Now we have so many students that I can't review everybody's homework all the time. So that's why we do the recorded sessions, and you have the ability to check out the recorded sessions afterwards. Because most of the times we're going to cover the vast majority of questions that your average trader would ask. Okay? The vast majority of the time. So the idea is, whatever level you are in, if you're in level 1, you click on level 1. So that's going to take you to the current class that we're doing right now, which is the US dollar Japanese yen. Now, as you can see, we've already done a few sessions. That's 1 of 7, 2 of 7, 3 of 7, 4 of 7, 5 of 7. Next will be 6, and then 7 of 7. All right? So whatever one you can come in and participate in, it's great. So let's say you wanted to start participating in the class right now. The first thing you do is you would come up to the top where it says register for class. You click on that link and you register for the class. That way you'll get emails and links before our next classroom session. So if you want to join the classroom session live, you can. If you cannot join the classroom session live, that's fine. You do not have to register for the live class, because the classroom session will end up being updated or uploaded into the school library here. And then I will send out emails notifying you that the video for the classroom session is here. So all you have to do is play the video. Okay? You watch the video and basically we'll go through a portion of the chart. Okay? A portion of the chart. So in this class we're going through the US dollar Japanese yen. And there's a certain date, from date, and a to date. And we're doing the daily chart. So the US dollar Japanese yen daily chart is what we're working on. So if you watch that video, what you'll find is we are going through that section of chart locating all the zones and the trend lines. So it would be a good idea if you wanted to participate in this class to locate all the previous zones and trend lines. All right. So it would be a good idea if you wanted to start participating to watch the first classroom session. Why is that? Because it's going to go through that portion of the chart where we began the analysis. Okay, so let me go through this chart and I will scan all the way back to the beginning. Here, you see how this is the beginning of price action right here? There's nothing on the chart but dots, and then all of a sudden here's the beginning. So that's session 1 of 2. So how are you going to be able to locate all the supply and demand on the chart after, in the future? You may or may not be able to, but you need the historical supply and demand that we have already located many of the times to be able to locate the future supply and demand in future classroom sessions. So if you're going to be starting a class and you want to catch up, like right now we're almost done this class, but if you wanted to take on the initiative of joining this live class, what you would do is you would start watching video number 1. All right, and you see how there's something right here, no homework for the first class. All right, when you go to the next video, what does it say? Completed analysis and homework can be found here. When you click on that, what's going to happen is it's going to take you to our forum, the very specific area in our forum that has the completed chart. Okay, so let's say you just want to catch up and do all the supply and demand analysis on your charts from the beginning of the daily chart of the US dollar Japanese yen to currently where we left off. Then you could just come here and click on here, and there you go. You have the completed homework. All the zones, all the trend lines are here. So you could just replicate this analysis onto your charts, and then you click close, and then you can scroll down, and now you can go to session 3 of 7, which is the next portion of the daily chart, and then you can complete this, and you can go through this all the way down until you reach the latest session, which is session 5 of 7. Okay, you complete this chart work, and then the homework is here. Homework to be submitted to me before next class. What's the next class? All you have to do is click here on the student portal and find out when is the next class. Look at the calendar. It's right here. Okay? L1, level 2, level 1. Next class is on the 31st. So homework has to be submitted on the 31st. What homework? It's the daily chart between the 14th of December 1994 to the 22nd of May 1996. All right. So if I go to that, you could take a look here, session 6 of 7, and let's double check that, May 22nd, 96. Oh, that is for what we just finished completing. Yeah, because we just had that class. So I'll be updating this here. I'll be updating this portion here with a new entry. Okay, a new entry, which will be session 6 of 7 with the completed work and the homework for the next class. Okay, this was May 4th, and our last class was the 17th. So I need to update that still. All right. But I will list here the homework. And when you go to the video, the last video when it's uploaded, okay, 6 of 7, if you want, you can just click on complete analysis and homework, and you'll have it listed on the page right here under homework, right, under 6 of 7. Or you can just watch the video if you're watching the video because you want to learn all the lessons, the valuable lessons, because each video has incredibly valuable lessons. So I would highly recommend watching the classroom sessions. And then what you'll notice is right at the end of each video, I go through the homework. Okay? I'll go through the portion of the chart that is for the homework. At the end of every single classroom session is the homework. All right? I'll give out the 2 dates where you have to do the analysis. All right? So again, to be clear, the next homework has been already given out in the live class for the 22nd of May to November 3rd, which means your job is to locate all the supply and demand and trend lines for this portion of the chart. Okay? And if you don't feel confident doing it, that's fine. You just do the best you can and you email it to me, right? If you know you still have a lot of work to do to really get your homework and your analysis right, then you would just submit your homework to me. Don't ask me to take a look at it in class because you know there's going to be a lot of mistakes, right? But just watch the classroom session afterwards and hear me explain why certain areas are supply and demand, why the trend lines are the way that they are. Because we'll go through it step by step. And then you can watch the video and apply what you're learning in that classroom session to the work that you did. And you can correct your zones. And you can hear why certain areas weren't zones or why zones have to be drawn a certain way. So it's all going to be broken down very clearly, right? And the more classroom sessions you join, the more times you do the homework, the more your analysis skills will get sharper and more accurate. All right? So that is pretty much the routine that you should follow. You should do that on your own, right? So this is the classroom session that we're doing currently. You don't have to do a current classroom session if you don't want to. I would recommend that you do, but you don't have to. You can also click on all classes. Look, we have a whole archive, right? I will tell you that these earlier classes, the analysis is done a little bit different than what we're doing in these later classes. Why? Because the more classes we do, the more we learn about the analysis. The more we learn and fine-tune our concepts and principles and apply them to the new classes so that our analysis is even better, is sharper, it's more accurate than the previous classroom sessions. So I would focus on the latest classroom sessions, but you can go to any one. Let's just say you chose the one that we did previous, US CAD Part 2. You click on there and you can do a class by yourself on your own time. You watch the first class, watch it all, and then do the chart work on your chart alongside me, because I'm going through many times, I'm doing it from scratch, so you see step by step how to draw the zones, how to draw the trend lines step by step, and you can draw alongside with me. And then you can double check your work by clicking, right here for completed chart. Click here. You click there and it takes you to the forum with the completed chart. Okay? But what I would do if I were you is I would watch the first video, and then when you get to the end and I give the homework, do the homework without checking to see the completed results. Do the homework on your own. And then when you're done the homework, you come back here and you watch video number 2, which will go through the homework that you just finished completing on your own, and then you can see where you went wrong and what you did right. When you're at the end of that one, do the homework that it suggests. And then again, when you're done, you come back to video number 3, you watch it and check your work. So do this on your own time, on your own schedule, whenever it suits you. And then when you feel like you're very confident and you're very good at what you're doing, there might be just a couple things you're not getting, then you come and you join the live class. Okay? The live class will always be the class in green, right? You click that, that's the class that we're doing right now, the live one, all right? Register for it, come to the live class. If you can't come to the live class, when you send me your homework, put it in the email that you would like me to review your work. and tell me specifically. It's the zones, it's the trend lines. I've made some notes on my chart. There's a couple areas I'm not quite sure about. They've come up in my previous homework, and I need you to help me to make sure I'm doing this correctly. And I will address it in class. Those are the questions I like to address in class because that means you've already done the work, and most of the questions have already been answered. There just might be a few things that are niche questions or niche situations, very unique situations that I haven't addressed that you're having issues with. Send me an email and I will address it in the live class. And then after I upload that live class into the library, then you can watch it and have your question answered. All right? So that is the best advice I can give you when it comes to how to go about the classroom sessions and the homework and the routine that I would do if I was a student here at the school. Any questions, send me an email and I'll be happy to help you. Thanks. Hey everyone, it's Magic Trader here. If you're interested in joining us and learning more about supply and demand trading the way that we do it, you got to come over here to www.whiteoakfx.com and just click on the Start Learning button now and you will get yourself started. All right? See you in the class.